Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to be led by Trustee Blatzer?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Can we have a roll call, please?
Okay. This evening we'll be starting with Trustee Stapleton.
Here.
Blatzer.
Here.
Kwasniewski.
Here.
Maher.
Here.
McClafferty.
Here.
And Snagowski.
Yes. Here.
Okay, next up is the consent agenda, the approval of minutes from the July 24th Village Board meeting, as well as the approval of disbursements. I need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Trustee Blatzer, seconded by Trustee Kwasniewski. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Stapleton.
Yes.
Blatzer.
Yes.
Kwasniewski.
Yes.
Maher.
Yes.
McCafferty.
Yes.
And Stapleton. Excuse me, we already did Stapleton.
I'm not voting twice.
Oh,
Yes.
they've got you twice
Still
here.
yes.
I'm sorry, let's cross Ron off and put in Snagowski. How's that?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, great. Okay, motion approved. Okay, moving on to the mayor's report. We have a public hearing for 16360 New Avenue, annexation and rezoning. I need a motion to open the public hearing.
So
Moved.
Okay, motion by Trustee Blatzer, seconded by Trustee McClafferty. At this time, is Jason? Okay. Great. Okay. So at this time, the public hearing is open.
Thank you, Mayor. Make sure I got this on. Here we go. John Antonopoulos, acting on behalf of the property owners Paula and Michael Yandrick, are seeking an annexation to the Village of Lamont and rezoning to R4 single-family detached residential district. The applicant is requesting the annexation and rezoning to allow construction of one single-family home. This item was discussed at the July 17 Committee of the Whole meeting. Staff and PZC are recommending approval. The proposed annexation agreement in the agenda packet includes the same terms as the pre-annexation agreement from 2001. The public hearing is to obtain any comments from the public on this agreement, and the village will enter into with the property owners.
Any other comments or questions? Okay, need a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved. Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Trustee Snagowski, seconded by Trustee McClafferty. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. All right, moving on. Cops and Kids T-shirt contest winner. Our winner, Isabella Wilton, is here this evening. Chief, can you take the honors?
You guys want to come around and take some photographs? So each year, the police department for the Cops and Kids has the kids from the grammar school submit a contest to design the T-shirt that we give out when they have Cops and Kids. And this year, Isabella designed a shirt that shows a policeman outside of her house. So in appreciation as the design for this year, were we able to make Cops and Kids? So it was a great day, and in appreciation for that, we're honoring Isabella Wilton, in appreciation from the Lamont Police Department for submitting the winning entry for the T-shirt design in the 2017 Cops and Kids Day. Your artwork was selected from submissions of all public and private schools in the village of Lamont. We're recognized as the best. Congratulate you on a job well done. Presented 14 August by Mayor John Agowski. Congratulations, and accept this gift of 4 Shed Aquarium tickets on behalf of the police department, and on behalf of the guys, I thank you for participating in our event this year.
Great job, Isabel. Thank you.
Did you get a shirt too?
All right, awesome. Next up, we have a recognition award for Jerry Leemacher, Chief.
We have a certificate of recognition for Jerry. Jerry represented the police department in a inaugural race in Joliet. It was called the 5-0 at the Dirty O race at the Route 66 Oval in Joliet on July 22nd. It was the race was held as a fundraiser for Special Olympics in Illinois, and 15 local police officers raced over $75,000 for Special Olympics. So in order to enter the race, the guys had to find and kind of remake their own police cars. So if you go on our Facebook page, you can see a picture of the car. During the race, Jerry got out in front early on and never looked back, and won that race, and he was presented this trophy at the racetrack for that. Jerry, for the Special Olympics in Lamont Police Department, raised $8,700 toward that goal, which is more than half of what our entire Special Olympics fundraiser was this year for Cop on Top and the Chlor Plunge. So Jerry, in recognition of this, is to certify that you are hereby awarded the Certificate of Recognition for Active and Cooperative Participation as the first place winner in the 5-0 at the Dirty O Special Olympics race. Way to go. And his trophy will be moving around in different parts of the village.
I think it takes about 3 people to carry it. That's the biggest trophy I've ever seen.
Put it out where the boat is every now and then.
Jerry, great job. Great driving. All right. Moving on, the mayor's report. During our last meeting, announced a new volunteer committee for the Heritage Quarry Recreational Area. Again, this is the oversight and improvements and projects within the Heritage Quarry. We're keeping this application process open for another week. We have quite a few entrants as well, so appreciate all of the initial feedback from everyone. And again, if anyone else is interested, please reach out to our website located, look under Village Hall, appointed boards and commissions, or call 630-257-1590. And again, please submit your application by this Friday, August 18th. Next up, our village master signage plan. We've had 4 in-person opportunities, one at the Village Hall, one at the Artisan Market, the car show, and the Sunset Soiree. So far, we've had quite a bit of input. Please stay tuned for an online version which is being developed, and once launched, you will be notified either via Facebook or via our Stay Informed. Again, if you have not provided your input as so, please do so. Tomorrow, the Artisan Market will be held from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Township Community Center on Elba Street. This Wednesday will be our last cruise night. The theme is Kids Night, and will feature emergency vehicles, so be sure to come out and see our Lamont Police Department. Chief, anything to comment there?
No, it's been for good weather, and then
All right.
as soon as it gets dark, we do a parade with all the cars through the
Awesome, awesome. So again, encourage everyone to come out. And then lastly, the last Sunset Soiree was rescheduled to this Thursday. We will have the group called the Walk-Ins will perform. The concert area opens up at 6 p.m. And the band will start at 7 p.m. As usual, it's in our downtown here on Stevens Street. With that being said, it's time to open it up for audience participation. Do we have anyone from the audience that would like to come up to the speaker and share some thoughts and wisdom? Okay. All right.
Quiet.
A lot of pressure, yeah.
We will. That's it for the mayor's report then. So let's move on to the clerk's report. Clerk Smolin.
Thank you. The first ordinance, if passed this evening, would be O-43-17, and this is amending the Lamont Municipal Code, Chapter 5.04, and that's dealing with liquor licenses, decreasing and issuing a Class A1 license.
Okay, I need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Okay, motion by trustee Snagowski, seconded by trustee Blatzer. George?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Canal Street Pub Incorporated will have a change of ownership effective September 1, 2017. The purchasing owners wishes to keep the establishment name the same and is therefore purchasing the corporate name. As standard practice, when entities sell that hold a liquor license, they're required to surrender it, and then the new owner must apply for a new license. We had our police commission, our liquor commission meeting earlier today. It was unanimously recommended to move forward for a Class A1 liquor license, which just swaps out for the old one. But so the staff is recommending the board approve the new liquor license for Canal Street Pub.
Thanks, George. Any questions? Can we have roll call, please?
Stapleton?
Yes.
Blatzer?
Yes.
Kwasniewski?
Yes.
Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
And it does say Snagowski.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
The next item would be ordinance O-44-17, and this is amending the Title 10 of the Lamont, Illinois Municipal Code.
Okay, need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Okay, motion by trustee McClafferty, seconded by trustee Snagowski. Chief?
We were first approached by the high school superintendent to review do a safety analysis on a traffic pattern of the arterial streets moving toward McCarthy Road, really from Julie Street to Church Street. They were concerned with parked cars that were parking all the way to the corner and was reducing the visibility of that arterial traffic. Staff did an analysis of those intersections along McCarthy Road, and staff is recommending that we restrict parking 50 feet back from each corner in those 14 different arterial intersections. At the COW, we talked about recommending a 75-foot setback. After further discussions, we are recommending 50 feet from each corner.
Okay, thanks, Chief. Any questions? Okay, roll call.
Stapleton?
Yes.
Blatzer?
Yes.
Kwasniewski?
Yes.
Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
Snagowski?
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
The next item would be an ordinance also, if passed, and it would be O-45-17. And this is granting a variation to 17.12.030.A of the, what is that, urban? UDO, okay, to allow for a fence to locate within the corner side yard setback at 2 West Wen Street in Lamont, Illinois.
Okay, I need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Kwasniewski, seconded by trustee McClafferty. Jason?
Thank you. Stephanie and Kate Davis, the owners of the Wen property, are requesting approval of the variation to the UDO. The variation will allow the construction of a 6-foot vinyl fence in the corner side yard. This item was discussed at Committee of the Whole on July 17. At that meeting, we discussed 2 potential ordinances, so 2 are on your agenda now. The first one approves the variation at 16 feet into the corner side yard. That's 17.5 feet back from the house, to be clear. The second one is the staff's recommendation at 6 feet. So the first ordinance being voted on would grant the applicant's request for a 16-foot encroachment of a 6-foot vinyl fence into the corner side yard.
Okay, thanks, Jason. Any questions or comments?
Just for
Trustee.
clarification, the request that was approved initially, I know the fence was installed, we were supposed to, was it what?
What this variation is, yes.
This,
The location, correct.
The location, yes,
okay.
was
So
approved.
what we're approving is what originally was supposed to be approved, so they would need
Yes,
to-
yeah, it was installed an additional, I think, 7 feet or so. It was installed at 24 feet from the house. This would bring it back
Where it
to
was
17
supposed to
back.
be, that's what I want to make sure. Okay.
But we did issue that permit in error, and then it was corrected before the sign company put up the fence, but they say they never heard from us.
That's correct.
And staff is recommending the other one, 6 foot.
Any other comments? Okay, all right, roll call.
Stapleton?
No.
Latzer?
Yes.
Kwasniewski?
Yes.
Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
Snagowski?
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
Okay, the next ordinance, if passed, would be O-46-17, and this is granting a variation for the same address, and again, for the fence, but as Jason said, it's at 2 West Wen Street in Lamont, and this is for a 6-foot encroachment on the corner side yard variation.
Okay, so obviously with the approval of the previous item number 3, I'm gonna need a motion to remove this from the agenda.
So move.
Second.
Okay, have a motion by trustee Snagowski, seconded by trustee Maher. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion approved.
And that was to
Remove it from the agenda.
remove, okay. Okay, the next ordinance, if passed, would be O-47-17, and this is authorizing the execution of an annexation agreement for .35 acres located at 16360 New Avenue in Lamont, Illinois.
Okay, need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Snagowski, seconded by trustee McClafferty. Jason?
Okay, as discussed at the public hearing today, this applicant is requesting the annexation and rezoning to allow the construction of one single-family home. This item, again, was discussed at the July 17th Committee of the Whole, and staff and PCC are recommending approval with conditions. So the first ordinance, the first of 3 on this, is being voted on approving the annexation agreement. As mentioned earlier, the agreement is the same terms as the pre-annexation agreement the village had with the previous property owner in 2001.
Okay, thanks, Jason. Any questions, comments? Okay, roll call, please.
Stapleton?
Yes.
Latzer?
Yes.
Kwasniewski?
Yes.
Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
And Snagowski?
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
Okay, the next ordinance, if passed, would be O-48-17, and this is annexing to the Village of Lamont approximately .35 acres located at 16360 New Avenue, Lamont, Illinois.
Okay, need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Okay, motion by trustee Blatzer, seconded by trustee Kwasniewski. Jason?
So as the first ordinance approved the execution of the agreement, this ordinance approves the actual annexation.
Okay, thanks, Jason. Questions, comments? Roll call.
Stapleton?
Yes.
Blatzer?
Yes.
Kwasniewski?
Yes.
Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
And Snagowski?
Yes.
All right, great, motion approved.
Next item, if passed, would be O-49-17, and this is amending the zoning map of the Village of Lamont from R1 Single Family Detached Residential District to R4 Single Family Detached Residential District at the 16360 New Avenue address in Lamont.
Okay, need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Blatzer, seconded by trustee Snagowski. Jason?
So for the property we just discussed, when it's annexed at R1. This will rezone the property to R4.
Thank you, Jason. Questions? Okay, roll call, please.
Stapleton?
Yes.
Blatzer?
Yes.
Kwasniewski?
Yes.
Maher?
Yes.
That was a yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. McClafferty?
Yes.
And Snagowski?
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
The next ordinance, if passed, would be O-50-17, and this is amending the zoning map of the Village of Lamont from R1 Single Family Detached Residential District to an R4 Single Family Detached Residential District at 12767 Derby Road in Lamont.
Okay, need a motion to approve.
So move. Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Stapleton, seconded by trustee McClafferty. Jason?
So I'll introduce the next couple of ordinances. Frank Caruso of C3 Development, acting on behalf of the property owner, is requesting a final plat approval for 8 an 8-lot single-family subdivision. We'll also be requesting approval of variations to the UDO as well for cul-de-sac, right-of-way, parkway width, and water main looping. There will also be a rezoning from R1 to R4. All these items were reviewed at the July 7th Committee of the Whole. Staff and PZC are recommending approval of the subdivision, rezoning, and variations. So the first ordinance you'll be voting on is to rezone a portion of the property to R4, which is the same zoning classification as the surrounding and adjacent properties.
Okay, thanks, Jason. Questions, comments? Roll call, please.
Did we have a motion on that?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, motion to,
Thank
thank you. Motion by trustee Snagowski, seconded by
now
trustee
we're
Maher.
set.
All right.
Okay, roll call. Stapleton.
Yes.
Blatzer.
Yes.
Kwasniewski.
Yes.
Maher.
Yes.
McClafferty.
Yes.
And Snagowski.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
Okay, the next item is a resolution, finally. This is R-43-17, and this is approving a plat of subdivision for the property located at 12767 Derby Road in Lamont.
One more ordinance.
Oh, did we?
The variation to the parkway.
Number 9.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, 51-17. Okay, that would be, I'm sorry. So that's a variation, one for the address, let's see. What they want to do is to allow for a reduced parkway width, construction of a cul-de-sac with a length of 384 feet, reduced right-of-way width, and relief from the water main looping requirements at that address, 12767 Derby Road.
Okay, need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Okay, motion by trustee Snagowski, seconded by trustee Blatzer. Jason?
So as it reads in the title there, this ordinance approves those variations for the 8-unit subdivision.
Okay, great, thanks. Okay, roll call, please.
I have a,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
have a question. Mr. Caruso, have you been able to reach an accommodation with Ruffle Feathers?
We were told that they are going to consider it at their August 21st meeting, which is a week from today.
Thank you.
Understand it.
Good.
Thank you.
Any other questions, comments?
No, and again, what Jason said, this is a comment, I guess, so not a question, but this was all discussed at the workshop at the cow meeting, so no changes to those variations?
Correct.
Okay. Good to go.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Okay, roll call, please.
Stapleton?
Yes.
Blatzer?
Yes.
Kwasniewski?
Yes.
Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
And Snagowski.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
Okay, now we're ready for the resolutions. I thought I was too quick there. R-43-17, and this is approving the plat of subdivision for property located, what? Somebody say something? Oh, okay. At 12767 Derby Road in Lamont, Illinois. I thought I skipped something else.
Okay, need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Okay, motion by trustee Blatzer, seconded by trustee Snagowski. Jason?
So staying on Derby Pine subdivision, this approves the 8-lot subdivision of the parcel.
Okay, great, thanks, Jason. Questions, comments? Okay, roll call, please.
Stapleton?
Yes.
Blatzer?
Yes.
Kwasniewski?
Yes.
Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
And Snagowski.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
The next resolution would be R-44-17 if passed, and this is ratifying and approving a proposal from Lane Christensen Company for certain well repair services.
Okay, need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Okay, motion by trustee Blatzer.
Second.
Seconded by trustee Maher. Ralph?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Back at the cow in July, we discussed the emergency repairs for well number 3, which is on State Street. The well lost pumping capacity, and Lane Christensen was called out to do repairs on the well, and the well was pulled. The holes were found in the pipe that was causing the lack of pumpage, and they replaced those, coated the pipe, installed the well, and we are now at the stage of sampling for the IEPA. We have to do new construction sampling like it's a brand-new well. We have to pass 2 consecutive days of sampling before we put the well back online. So that's where we're at right now, but with the amount of the repair cost, we'd like to bring this to the board. It's right around $145,000 right now, not to exceed $150,000. by the time we're through, and the well should be back online by the end of the week.
Thanks, Ralph.
Sure.
Any questions, comments?
On the register, it says we paid 43,000 to Lane. Is that part of it?
That is, we made one payment of 43,000 to Lane Christensen, which is included in the 145,000 that we're at right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to make a quick note, there are provisions in our purchasing policies that allow for emergency authorized purchases, and this is one that fell underneath that category. But typically, you know, any purchase over 20,000 would have to come in front of the village board, whether it's budgeted or not. As we've seen with certain pieces of equipment, we always bring those to the village board. This is an emergency repair, especially entering the summer months. We wanted to make sure we got this well resolved. So.
All right. Okay, roll call, please.
Stapleton?
Yes.
Glatzer?
Yes.
Kwasniewski?
Yes.
Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
Snagowski?
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
The next item would be Resolution R-45-17 if passed, and this is approving the execution of an intergovernmental funding agreement with Metra to facilitate the repair of a certain commuter facility in Lamont, Illinois.
Okay, need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Okay, motion by trustee Kwasniewski, seconded by trustee Blatzer. Ralph?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Last year, staff and some elected officials reached out to Metra to fund some portions of the Metro station down on Main Street, which is well over 140 years old. The renovations would include 2 new ADA compliant bathrooms for our commuters, some window work, some new heaters, some flooring work, some tile work, and Metra is giving away money. So recommendation for the village board is to sign this intergovernmental agreement with Metra.
All right, thank you.
Construction should start roughly in October, the
Okay.
beginning of October. The project is out to bid right now, and I anticipate the construction to start in October.
Great. Questions?
No, I just want to say I'm happy to hear we're finally putting washrooms in. It always amazed me that that station never had washrooms for the public. They had a washroom there, but they couldn't use it. But this is good.
It's locked up.
Awesome. All right, thanks, Ralph.
Sure.
Okay, roll call, please.
Stapleton?
Yes.
Glatzer?
Yes.
Kwasniewski?
Yes.
Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
And Snagowski?
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
That's all I have this evening,
Okay,
Mr. Mayor.
great, thank you. Okay, moving on, village attorney report, Andrew.
Brief report in executive session, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, great, thanks. All right, up next, administrator report, George.
I have no report today other than an executive session. I'm going to have a brief report.
Okay.
Thank you.
Board reports, we good? Staff reports, chief.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Occasionally, on our traffic stops, it's apparent that sometimes a motorist is confused about what their responsibilities and roles are on those traffic stops. So we're putting up on the website a guidelines document that'll give some direction to outline what those responsibilities and the expectations are on those traffic stops. Because ultimately, our primary concern on a traffic stop is the safety of the motorist and the officer. But very briefly from that document, when you're stopped, please remain in your vehicle until unless the officer advises otherwise. And if the officer requests you to exit the vehicle, the law requires you to comply with that request. If documents are out of reach, tell the officer where they are before you reach for them. And Illinois law requires drivers to show their driver's license, the vehicle registration, and the insurance card upon request. Accepting a ticket is not an admission of guilt. Your signature is usually but not always required, and signing the ticket is also not an admission of guilt. It's our intent to make the interaction as brief and stress-free as the situation allows and get the motorist back on their way. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thanks, chief. Okay, anyone else? We good? Okay. Any unfinished business? New business? All right, with that, I need a motion to move into executive session to discuss under Chapter 5 ILCS of the Open Meetings Act pending litigation under Section 2C11. Just a comment, there will be no action taken after executive session. So I need a motion to move.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion by Trustee Blatzer, seconded by Trustee Stapleton. We will now move into executive session.
John, do we have to vote on it?
We voted.
Do we have to vote?
Aye.